We are going live, episode 210 of the Councilmen, as we'll be talking about the trailer for The Meg and the other trailer that I forgot the name already. And we might be buddy swapping during the show. Join us for this episode.
Welcome back to another episode of the Councilmen. This will be our 210th episode. Today we got the four of us, Albert, Ariq, Kelvin, and Teguh, who has now turned pasty.
you need some anti-diversity sometimes. You need to go the other way sometimes, right? You need to bring in a white guy to shake it up a little.
Yeah, we gotta diversify.
Sometimes it's too diverse, and you need to you need to wind back the clock.
In case anyone's wondering, we got a special guest here in the studio today. The TikTok star, Cameron Patterson, joining us for this returning guest of the Councilmen.
This time I'll talk a little bit though. Last time I was too scared to talk, but
Why?
Why?
What? Are we that intimidating?
The councilman will decide.
You're just T-posing.
Oh, T-pose back, bitch!
Oh, this is vulgar. This is so vulgar right away. What the heck?
I have no idea what happened.
Yeah, sorry. Your children can't watch if I'm a guest star, you know.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, so what are we getting into today, Albert?
Yes, so we will be talking about the trailer for Poor Things. That's the one that I forget in the beginning of the show just now, the title. We're going to be talking about The Meg 2. We're going to be talking about Freaky Friday. We're going to be talking about a little bit Fast and Furious stuff. But yeah, that is a rundown for today's show.
Sounds
Nice.
good.
Very nice, very nice.
Mhm.
Very nice!
I'm loving the energy from Pacey Teguh today.
Do we need to match that or do we need to counter it? That's the question.
No. Polar opposite.
How about you all?
Normal to
You
go
all
would just
just
be like.
lead, and then I'll host the show. All right, I got it.
Dude, I like the polar opposite of Teguh. Teguh just like sits there like.
And then he goes, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's too accurate. That was scary. That's too accurate. Yeah, I don't know.
And then, this is Fireball in this mug. They start the morning right.
Oh my God.
Fireball, bad idea.
I tried to kill Albert last night, but it didn't work. Obviously, so, unfortunately,
He did. You did. I was out drinking last night with Cameron Patterson. I don't know why do I have to say your full name with Cameron?
Well, because you know like 48 different Camerons.
That is also true.
Is Cameron a common name?
With trivia, apparently, like it's a trivia name.
Alright, so if you name your kids Cameron, most likely it'll go to the path of trivia.
That's their destiny. They cannot do anything else.
Yeah.
Alright.
But anyway, I was about to say we were out drinking last night, going from bars and everything. And Cameron, I was already messed up pretty bad with all the drinks. And Cameron apparently gave me a fireball shot. And the worst part is I don't even remember drinking the fireball shot. So, but I know I remember the aftermath of it. So,
you were blacked out before the fireball shot. It's not my fault, right? See, you were already out to pasture.
No, the fireball shot made it way worse. Definitely.
Then we all at like 3 a.m. went to get fucking tacos. So like, it's fine.
It counters it, I guess.
Yeah. And I gave you my water. I made you drink a lot of water, so I'm responsible. I'm a responsible dad. You know, I'm a soccer dad.
Cameron is like the type of person who tried to kill someone and try to save them afterwards. You know.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
you can get the credit.
I'm a mad
So you can-
scientist.
Yeah, you gotta get the credit, you know.
You can
Yeah.
get the credit, yeah, of saving.
Yeah, like that's the Benedict Cumberbatch Doctor Strange in the first one. Like he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this surgery and like try to kill them, but then bring them back because I'm just that good of a doctor.
That is.
You gotta do it for the thrills, you know.
I don't think he ever did.
No, like that's just that was just his energy before he learns to humble
Oh,
himself.
oh, his energy. He's like, oh yeah, let me just kill you again on purpose.
I don't remember. That must have been
Make it
in
a
the-
challenge, you know.
That must have been the extended cut that only I have access to. So suck it.
I want to believe Albert decided to drink the fireball because he just watched Super Mario and thought it would give him the fireball power ability.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
he was like, "Don't get me."
that would have been better. I wish.
Do not let fire near Albert. He will set everything ablaze. So that's a bad idea.
Albert is a pyromaniac.
That's a long story. I should have changed my subtitle.
Is that it? Is that
Trivia.
wait?
It's
No,
for
Mr.
trivia.
Bluebolt said yeah.
That's my trivia persona. I'm not actually communist. All right, I'm clearing the air.
All right. To answer Mr. Bluebolt question in the chat, is that a photo of Albert? Yes.
With the the
Albert
playa.
testing out
Albert the
his
playa.
what do the kids call it? Riz.
My Riz ability.
Riz, your Riz.
Apparently, my Riz was not so great.
Wait, what is
Or
that?
my sense.
What, Riz?
Charisma is like charisma or whatever.
It's
It's
short
like
Yeah,
Oh,
for
see,
charisma.
literally
you guys
short
are
for
way too
charisma.
cool. You say like Grit and Riz. I'm too white for that. I
It's
can't
not so
say
white.
that.
The
I
young
say-
kids.
well, in front of the word
The
Riz.
young kids say it. The young kids. We're so
The,
young.
the cool
we're-
kids say that. Get off my lawn!
What's going on?
The young kids. No, I'm sorry, but Albert's
Albert
photo
is
looks like.
1 month older than me, but he's cooler, you know. So whatever.
Hang on, how do I? Did I solo layout? Oh no.
Oh,
Sorry, sorry. Wait, no, no, no.
Albert, no.
Oh,
Albert,
look
sorry,
at this!
um,
Look at this
No, no.
egomaniac.
I want to zoom in on the photos. Like it looks like Albert's giving an interview to like a person, or he just won an award.
It's because of the
Zoom
way
in,
I'm holding
zoom in.
it's because of the way I'm holding the jacket right there.
Zoom
Oh,
in.
that's a jacket. I thought that was a bouquet or something.
Why would he
It
be
was-
bringing a bouquet in
it
a
was-
bar?
It was
Alright,
so
alright,
hot
Kelvin.
inside the bar, but it was like
Kelvin,
windy
put it on-
outside, so I
put
had
it
a
on the big
jacket.
screen.
How do you put on?
Um,
How do you move Cameron to like the big? Okay.
There we
yeah.
go.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, it looks like you won an award or something, or
Here,
Yeah,
here,
the-
Wait, can we zoom in on her face?
here's a quick the story time. I was testing out my Riz, right? I
Yes.
thought I had some Riz, or maybe just my sense were not very great because I was intoxicated.
He's trying to be cool.
But this is what's messed up. This is what's messed up. That particular girl keeps staring at me the whole night. So I was like,
Okay.
okay, nice. So I approach her. I talk to her.
Nice.
I ask for her number, and then she's like, "I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend." I'm like,
Well,
okay,
At
cool.
the
And
current
I
moment, she
walked
decided
away.
to have a boyfriend. Yeah.
So like, what the hell is the point?
Well,
Oh,
there was these two girls. Maybe they thought I was gay or something because they like
No.
I was hugging them and like stuff, and I actually got to hug them. Albert did not. But
okay. Because you're gay.
That's a point for Cameron right there.
I think I was like too friendly and not cool that they're like no, and I'm not gonna go for that. I'm too
Alright,
friendly. you know.
What a story. What a
Hey,
story.
who's got the better Riz? Put it in the chat. Albert or Cameron?
Cameron.
It's definitely Cameron.
Cameron didn't have to do anything, and the girl approached them and hugged him. So
No, but they thought he was gay though. Isn't
Well,
that like a minus
probably.
point?
Like that's
There's
why
that
I didn't get their
problem.
number because they're like, well, he's gay. I was wearing a fruity shirt, so like
It's tasteful.
it's sweet.
Alright, alright. Let's get back to the actual show, I guess.
So what are we doing here?
I don't know. What are we doing?
I
Right,
already
weekly
told us
watches.
what I already told us what we're doing.
Why was I held hostage in this call?
I don't know.
You're welcome to leave anytime.
All right, he's gone. All right, yes.
We are very
Oh, wow.
friendly kidnappers.
Yeah.
Alright,
Anyway, everyone follow us at Councilmen Show at all of our social medias, Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, and subscribe to the Councilmen wherever you listen to the podcasts, and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. So yeah,
alright. Hey, he's back.
Hey, I'll let you guys get something done for once. I had to leave for that.
yeah, true. Valid point.
Alright, Albert, play the music.
Are you ready? For the weekly council segment, Weekly Watchies. We've been watching TVs, movies, rating 1 to 5, maybe crying, could be boring, but laughing in theaters or at home, cause it's time to share everything that we watched this week. It is time for our show's Weekly Watchies.
Yeah. Alright, weekly watchies. Let's talk about movies we watched this week, and in the comments, tell us what you think about the movies and maybe what you watch as well. That would be fun. Alright, Albert, let's start with you. Because
No,
I think you want to
let's start
talk
with our
about.
guest. Let's start with our guest, actually.
All right, actually, I forgot we have a guest.
I'm not a guest. No, I'm an intruder.
Yes.
But what I watched, I have for work. I started this movie club because I had a movie club withdrawal because my friends stopped their movie club.
That's kind of sad. And the ending on a sad note. Starting on a sad note here. Let's hope it gets positive.
This is not a positive movie, so you just gotta. But yeah, so for movie club. This work movie club, you get a wide range of all kinds of movies. Like it's not necessarily big movie people, so you'll get like Moneyball and like all kinds of stuff, like a whole range of genres. So this past movie club pick was by this shy girl named April. She'd never been before. She was too scared to go before it was her turn to pick a movie, but she picked a really interesting one. It was called M. It's like from let me get the year right. 1931. It's a German black and white movie. So you're probably thinking, why would I watch this? But
That's deep.
It kind of blew me away. The filmmaking is like nothing else. It's just so well done. And it's really cool. I don't really want to get too much. Well, I mean, no. I mean, if you haven't seen it by now, it's 1931.
We weren't even born yet.
No, nobody. Probably almost no one left on Earth is born still around. But it's I guess basically about. It's a very suspenseful movie about trying to catch this serial killer that kills kids. But it kind of has like a dramatic irony to it where you see him in little spurts throughout the movie, but you don't know where he is compared to where like the police are and like just the civilians that are getting angry because they can't find this guy and lock him up or like punish him. So there's all these different sides going at it. It's kind of like a thing about humanity. Like, how would you handle this if this was happening around you? So it's really cool. I highly recommend it.
I don't know though. It's 1931. It's so old.
It's only 90 minutes though, so that helps a little bit.
Oh, that's nice. That's
Yeah.
nice.
It's by the same guy that made Fritz Lang. He made Metropolis, if you heard of that, which is like people
I have
talk
heard
about
of
that
it,
in
yeah.
like movie circles. It's like really revolutionary. But this one's kind of underrated with that too, because he's doing a lot here that you can see has a lot of influence for like later movies. So still really impactful, really good stuff.
Yeah, let me translate this to Kelvin. Kelvin, Metropolis is not the town where Superman lives in.
Oh, it's not Superman.
No, it's not a
Oh,
Superman movie.
I was
Not in 1931.
I was
or whatever it is.
disappointed. Yeah, I was looking it up in Letterboxd. I'm like, that's a pretty cool poster. I'm like, where's Superman in that? Wait a
We're
minute,
Superman.
Yeah.
1920.
Oh,
There's
no.
Superman.
Mhm. It is best to go into this movie knowing as little as possible because there's a lot of surprises that make the suspense.
Are we
best.
still talking M or are we talking about Metropolis now?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm guessing that statement works for both movies.
Maybe. I haven't seen Metropolis, but maybe.
Valid.
All right. Yeah. I guess that's that. What's the title? M? It's just M, right?
Just M. Yep. It's on
It's just
YouTube
M.
for free. Well, maybe not now since we said that out
No,
loud, but
No, I'm opening it right now. I am watching it.
Oh,
I'll be
Ariq's
right
gonna
back.
watch it now.
I'll be right back.
Oh, there you go, guys. You can watch it on YouTube if you want to.
quick watch. Quick watch and you might be blown away. Maybe.
All right.
Hey.
But so how much? What's?
Hey,
Oh
Colin.
wait, sorry. I think my audio cut off for a bit.
Hey, Colin.
Yes, your audio cut out a bit. Say what you were saying again.
What's that? So Cameron, how much would you rate this M movie?
I think it's pretty much a perfect movie. 5 out of 5. Like I can't think of anything wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it.
That's cool.
High
That's
praise.
cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, 5 out of 5 for M. All right. Let's go to the next one then. Let's just go around, I guess. Ariq, I'm guessing you watch more Pirates movie.
Hey. Yes. I watched the final one of the trilogy. As we know, there's only 3 films, right?
Yeah, well, I haven't even watched the third one yet, but I would watch that one.
But yeah, I watched a Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End is the third film. It also annoys me that this is the least played film on like local TV. They always play one. They play 1, 2, 4, and 5.
Those
I
are the
don't know
cheapest
why.
license, probably.
I don't know why they always skip the third one. It's like, where's At World's End? But yeah, so basically, I mean, I've watched this film before, like plenty of times, right? But it was like long ago since,
Mhm.
and I've always thought, like, I think to what my knowledge is, the third film's always the best
Stop
film,
bringing that up.
mainly because the final scene was involving a lot of naval combat. And I don't know why, but naval combat, anytime any film that has naval combat is always cool. Like that film Battleship, it was a terrible film because it's directed by Michael Bay, but it was at least cool. There's battleships.
Ambulance.
Yeah.
Ambulance, though.
Ambulance. Yeah, there's no ships in ambulance, but you know what? It's close enough. It's a vehicle. Was it
A mode of
300 Rise?
transportation, yeah.
Yeah, the 300 Rise of an Empire that has a lot of naval combat. Very cool. I mean, still terrible film, but it is pretty cool. So yeah, like I said, so I think this one's cool that you actually get to see pirate ship combat. Also like, but when it comes to the story, I can see that it felt a little bit weaker than the second one, but not by much. Like some parts are, I don't know, like a bit confusing, like how they ended up here and there. It feels like when I started the film, like it feels like there's some parts missing between the event. There's like events that happened between 2 and 3 that I wasn't aware of. So I felt a little confused in the beginning of it, but eventually it rolled on, and I think the ending was pretty bittersweet. And like at least in the end it was like cool, and then it became bittersweet how was it Will Turner ended up being the captain of the Dutchman, and she had to leave Elizabeth behind.
Yeah.
And even more bittersweet than that is Jack got abandoned by his crew again. The Black Pearl was taken by Captain Barbosa, so he has to sail by himself. But yeah, overall the film extremely great. It has more action than the. No, it didn't actually have more action. It just had different action than the previous films. A lot of the previous films had sword fighting. This one had more naval combat, so I quite like that.
Changes it
But
up.
so yeah, so I gave the previous film Dead Man's Chest, second one, 4.5. Because technically they should be the same rating, but because of personal preferences,
The naval
I'll
stuff,
give this. Yeah, the naval battle. It's a 5 out of 5 for this one. Technically, they're equally good for me, but objectively they're equally good. But personally, yeah, 5 out of 5 for this one.
Wow.
Yeah, there are stuff that I don't love from this film, but I still think it's a pretty good film. But the stuff that you mentioned is
Yeah.
like the stuff that I like the ending, the bittersweetness with
Yeah.
the Will and Elizabeth love story is so good, and then the ending is like so the bittersweet. It's sad because Will has to be stuck in the ship for like 9 years, 9 years I think, right?
10
Where's
years.
he
Yeah.
stuck in the ship?
9 years.
It's
Because
the curse.
it's a Davy Jones curse
Oh.
because he stabbed Davy Jones' heart. That makes him like sort of
The
he needs
new
to be
Davy.
he needs to be the
He's
new captain of the ship, and
Yeah.
the ship
oh, okay.
cannot the ship cannot what's the word for it, be on
Sail.
land.
What?
Hail, yeah, you said like you
Sail.
said.
Yeah.
It cannot it cannot
So-
basically it needs to keep on sailing. You cannot go to land for like 10 years. Can only go to land like once every 10 years, so that's why.
Nice.
Also,
But
also the
after that 10
music is great.
years, he can change captain? Is that what happened?
No,
No.
only for a day.
Oh, no?
Oh, he can go to
oh.
land for a day and then that's it.
And
And
But
go
he's
the
still
back
only way
again.
to
captain.
change- yeah, the only way to change captains is by someone to stab his heart and take.
So
Or-
he has to
again.
die.
Or
For that to change
yeah.
captain.
if the curse ends, which
Yeah, in
which
the fifth film that I
which
do
they
not
did.
watch.
which they did they end the curse in the fifth film.
In the fifth film that I do not want to watch.
There.
Oh my God, no. I
The-
yeah, I'd rather get killed by a pirate.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Ah, so that's what happened. I started watching from the last movie.
You don't know what the hell is happening. It's just like,
Yeah.
whoa, ships,
Okay.
water.
CG. Wait, is 5 with Javier Bardem?
Yes.
it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
So you're just watching, and there's like CGI Javier Bardem going.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
You're like,
Whoa.
what?
CGI was bad.
Actually, wait, before we move on, but what is it the bad things you didn't like about it? Bert?
I think the story's sloppy from time to, and it's long, is it not? It's a long film.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's almost 3 hours.
I think
Ooh.
the story is sloppy. I think it's a long film, even though there are the beginning of the film is sloppy. I think like once it
Yeah.
picks up pace, it's pretty good. But yeah, also I do want to say the score in this film is really good. Like again, the love story of Will and Elizabeth. I know it's a recurring theme throughout the whole series, but the particular theme that played when they're parting ways breaks my heart all the time. And the up and down theme, where it's like up is down, where they try to tilt the
Yeah,
boat.
where the ship like goes.
That
upside-
music
yeah,
is so good. That music sequence is so good. Just look it up if you want to look it up. Pirates of the Caribbean, up is down, and it's great.
I haven't even seen World's End, and I've heard of that. Like
I
from
think I've
various
seen the
people.
clip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah. All right. At Worlds, and how much you give it, Rick? 5, right?
5 out of 5. And
Yep.
I'm confused. Like this film only came out a year after the second one. It's both 2006 and then 2007. I checked
Huh.
on Letterboxd.
Interesting.
How'd
Cool.
you make a film that quickly? Or
Like,
they already did. I
they
guess.
shot it back to back, just like
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings, because the Lord of the Rings
Yeah.
like, came out a year after.
All right. Yeah. They were competing with Transformers at the time, which was also a CGI marvel at the time.
If only the pirate ship turns into robots.
Robot animals. Yeah.
It's a wooden ship with sails and it turns into a robot.
Turns into a wooden turtle.
You got the curse of Davy Thrones.
The curse of Davy Toad.
Davy Throne.
Davy Thrones.
Roll out. It was a terrible sound effect.
Random thought, but if you compile all of the different 5-star movies from the different councilmen, it is such a
It is a mess.
mixed list. Like it's so wild.
It is.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
you can throw M in there, please. You know.
Yeah, throw M in there too. Yeah.
All right, yeah. There you go. That's World's End. I should start watching Caribbean. It sounds fun.
It is.
From the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, not.
The trilogy is good. Yeah.
Kelvin needs to watch Pirates of the Caribbean, Harry
Harry
Potter,
Potter.
J.K. Rowling, you can
Hunger
watch that.
Games.
Hunger Games. Yeah, that's true. Hunger Games.
What else? There's one other big one that I'm forgetting.
Indiana
Lord of the
Jones.
Rings? We've seen
Indiana
that.
Jones. There you go.
Oh, Indiana
Yeah.
Jones.
I haven't seen any
Yeah.
Indiana Jones either.
Really?
my
I mean,
God.
Damn.
Oh, there you go.
Wow. I
At
got
least
some
I know
homework to do.
At least I know from the Lego games, right? That's
You know
good enough.
everything from the Lego games. You play.
Exactly. Here's the thing. I also know the story of Pirates of the Caribbean because of Legos. There's a game
Yeah.
of it, and it's good.
Yeah.
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 Alright,
Except
le-
dialogue is just they just make noises instead of actual dialogue.
Yeah, that and
That's actually a pretty good sound effect of the building.
That's a good sound effect. Yeah, that's a good sound effect.
What can you do with hands like this? I can try to pick up my mouse, you know. Oh, it kind of works. You can throw things. I guess you can do everything with that
Dude,
command.
Lego is such a violent. Yeah, like Mr. Boo would say, too much violence in Lego. You know,
like, people bursting
they
through.
die,
Decapitation
decapitated,
everywhere. Yeah.
cut in half. You know, Lego is not for kids.
Yeah, everyone's decapitated. It's like Hereditary up in there.
Exactly.
Woo!
You know.
Woo!
All right, let's jump to Albert. I think you want to talk about last week's movie. Is that right, Albert?
Yeah,
Music
so
room.
I forgot to bring up a film from when I watched it on I
Last
don't
week.
even know. Yeah, it's sometime last week. I'm trying to double check for sure.
Here, I
May
remember
1st.
you watched it on Tuesday.
Yes.
Yeah, we know
So-
when you watch films more than you do. We stalk your letterbox.
Yeah, but
I don't even log it on a Tuesday, so you don't know. I log it the next
Oh.
day. So
That's just
uh,
psychopathic, you know. Like
Yeah, I know.
people should not be allowed to do that.
yeah. Oh well, what can you do?
so what did you watch, Albert?
So I watch Are You Are You There God? It's Me, Margaret. It's a film by director filmmaker Kelly Freeman Craig. She wrote this film, directed this film. She also wrote and directed the coming of age film The Age of 17, starring Haley Steinfeld. And I love that film. And so I was looking forward to watch this film. This was almost drafted by me. I knew about this film since the very beginning of the year. I almost drafted it. I was worried for the reason of I didn't know exactly where the story is going with the cast. The big star names in this one is Rachel McAdams. She plays the mother, and Abby
Hot.
Ryder Forston. You guys will know her as Cassie Lang in Ant-Man and the Wasp before they recast her for Endgame and
Younger
before they recast
Cassie.
her again for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So the very young Cassie Lang, she stars in this in the lead role, and pretty much I don't want to say she carried the movie, but a big part of the film is from her perspective. The whole film is from her perspective, so it won't work without her. And I thought Abby Ryder Forston is fantastic in this film. I think she did an amazing job in a coming of age film. I love a good coming of age movie, and this one was definitely a good one. Rachel McAdams was good as the mom. Kathy Bates as the grandma was great because there are moments where I'm very irritated by her as her character, but but it fits for her character. That's sort of like trying to need the attention kind of thing of like the granddaughter. And Benny Safdie, who plays the dad, was also decently good. But yeah, I think because this is based on a book, and the book I heard is like really good, so they
Bloom.
adapted it. What is it?
Judy Bloom, I think, right? That's the author.
Oh,
the
you might
book?
be right. I am not familiar.
She wrote kids' books.
Yeah, fair. But I don't even know if this is like if it would classify as like Heat's book because it is like super coming of age. It's literally about I don't know what year was she. She's like just starting middle school, I think, right, or something.
Yeah.
Cameron, you watched this, so
Yeah, I was around that time, like early middle school, like
Okay.
6th grade or something.
they say in the letterbox is 11-year-old. So yeah,
Yeah.
but basically the main idea of the story is that she is moving at 11 years old, so she have to deal with like the struggle of the move, making new friends, and also like outside of just making new friends and in school, sort of like dealing with her own stuff, trying to learn more about herself in the process of what she wants to be and whatnot, kind of thing. Dealing with like religion, dealing with like puberty and everything like that, and it's It's very well explored. They did not hold back. Um, yeah, it's pretty good. I love there is a tweet that I saw from the filmmaker Kelly Fremont Craig, or it might be an Instagram post. I don't remember, but she posts a picture with her and her son, who is probably around this maybe around 11 in real life. And then so she brought her son to watch the movie with her, and then this halfway through the movie, the son turns to her and like, "Mom, you made the whole movie about boobs." so so yeah, because it's literally dealing about the whole big part of the film is dealing about puberty and about the girls like wanting to grow breast, but they cannot grow breast yet, and like
That's it. They go like this.
dealing with with like menstruation and everything like that. So yeah, it's they really explored it. But yeah, I love the film. I might give it a 5 stars. I currently have it at 4.5, but I do really like it a lot. Also, it explore about like one last thing. It explore because she was not getting bullied in the film, but she was bullying a certain character in the film. So it explore like that perspective of like she feels bad a little bit and then befriending the character and everything. So yeah,
Mhm. Yeah,
yep.
really good movie.
Mhm.
We must increase our bust. We must.
Is
What?
that an actual?
That's
what
a
Albert-
that's a
Is that a
that's
scene?
that's a
That's how
chant
they
in
grow
the
up.
movie.
Oh, that's an
That's how-
actual chat.
That's how they grow their boobs. Yeah, or that's how they
Oh.
try.
Yep.
All right.
Ariq, you should do that for chess day. You know.
I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes.
Chess day is tomorrow. I must.
Oh no, they're pointing.
They're pointing. What?
I could pop a balloon with these.
Cameron. I wanted to restrain Cameron right now.
What?
Yeah, of course you
What?
would.
We need to restrain Cameron.
Need to restrain.
Yeah, you are.
Please-
I'm held hostage.
Pasty Teguh has shown more
Uh,
emotions in the last 10 minutes than Teguh
I'm
has
in
in like
Albert's
200
basement.
episodes.
I'm in Albert's
All right.
basement. He locked the door. I can't get out.
If that is Albert's basement
He is a sick
you're
basement.
in right now, that's a really good
fancy-
basement.
very
That's a
fancy
fancy ass basement.
Oh, he's gone.
just happened.
Alright, Vetla movies, I'm sorry, man, but you can't just acronym. Are you there good? It's me, Margaret.
Well,
It's
how
just-
else? How else?
AYTGIMM.
I like that.
Sounds good.
I like
alright.
that. No. I love the acronym. It's like I gimme.
Give me.
I gimme breast. I give. I like that.
Alright, anyway. Let's continue on. Alright. I guess I'll go to me next, right?
Mhm.
I wanted to watch Evil Dead Rise, but I was afraid there would be references and stuff that I didn't get. So I watched all Evil Dead before watching Evil Dead Rise.
Mhm.
Yeah. I gotta say, Evil Dead, I'm just gonna go through them quickly, I guess. The first Evil Dead, 1981, I believe. Right? I think it's great,
Oh,
but
let
I'm not.
me check.
What
but
is it?
It's like early '80s or late '70s. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, Here's the thing. Like, I think the movie is fun to
81.
watch.
You're right.
Yeah, 1981, right? Yeah. I
Mhm.
think the movie is fun to watch. The first one is just because it is 1980 and it is low budget. I believe this is the first time Sam Raimi also got the credit for directing a movie or something like that. So yeah, the what's the name? It's very campy, right?
Mhm.
It's very campy. It's very it's low budget kind of thing, but it's a good kind of low budget. And also the use of like all the practical effects and stuff, it's actually done really well for what it is, kind of thing. Yeah. So yeah, but I'm not. I don't know. I'm not too much of a fan for the first Evil Dead. I give it a 3.5. It's like it's alright. It's still fun to watch. And then moving on to Evil Dead 2, I think this is the best one. I give this a 5 out of 5. um they they basically make I don't know if it's a reboot. It's kind of a reboot, I guess, right?
Sort of, sort of.
Yeah, sort of. You guys,
Do you
It's a
know the reason
requel.
for that? Do you know
I know
the
the
reason
I
for
know
that?
the reason because they don't have he don't have the rights, I think, or something for
Yes,
from the
it's
first
so
Evil Dead.
weird.
Yeah,
Somehow, I is it a different studio? I don't remember if it is a different studio for the sequel. But yeah, he wanted to sort of recap the first film or something like that. But he didn't have the rights to the film, even though he just directed the film and released the film. So he had to redo the film in the sequel, which is weird.
yeah. Which basically he did. So yeah, if when you watch Evil Dead 2, like you don't need to watch Evil Dead 1 at all, honestly.
Mhm.
Yeah. In Evil Dead 2, they retell the whole history of the Book of the Dead, of like who owns the cabin, why are there archaeologists in there, all stuff like that. But it's more in depth, I guess, because they also introduced the new character, like the daughter or something of the archaeologist that
I don't remember.
read the
Me either. I
chap
don't remember.
read the incantation. I forgot. Yeah,
I've only seen it
something like
once.
that. Yeah. Anyway, that thing. I think the Evil Dead 2, they lean more into the comedic aspect of it, which I love it. It's funny. Um, and the few horror stuff that happened there, I think it's done really well as well. And I love the use of stop motion in there. Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah.
I love the use of stop motion in there. Yeah, and then getting to see that whole line in person, groovy. And as he put on the wasn't chainsaw on his arms, that's like,
Groovy.
mm, yeah, it feels good seeing that.
It's always weird camera angles too, like extreme close up at an
Yeah, extreme
angle and
close up
like
in a weird angle. It's always like
yeah.
that with Sam Raimi, I feel like, I guess. Yeah, and then yeah, well, once the chainsaw comes up, he Ash is just such a badass guy after that. Yeah, and then the ending was pretty well. That they're able to send the Deadites back into the Shadow Realm, I guess. But then he also got sucked into a time vortex, and then he turns in the Evil Dead is wild, man. And then he got time traveled back
Time
into
travel.
the what's the name, medieval age, I
Medieval
guess, kind of.
period. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and then also the ending of Evil Dead 2 is different with the intro of the Army of Darkness. I think they changed a bit of it
Oh,
as
they
well.
kind
Cause
of
in
retconned it.
yeah, yeah, in the Evil Dead 2, he got time traveled back. He killed the Deadites, and everyone was like, "He's the Messiah!" No, like in Monty Python.
Like in Life of Brian,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
Ash is
something like
the
that.
Messiah. Yeah.
Yeah, but then in when you watch Army of Darkness, they changed that, and then once he got into the medieval time, he got taken prisoner, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's harder to get, yeah, it's more interesting dramatically if he can't do anything instead of being God.
yeah, pretty much, yeah. But yeah, Army of Darkness, that movie is also insanely good. Um, yeah. Well, once he go, the movie picks up really fast. I think once he goes on the journey to get that Book of the Dead, and then he met what's the name, Evil Ash, and everything. They fight it out. Thought Evil Ash is dead, and then once he got to the Book of Death, he forgot the spell he have to say, and he just and he tried to like cough his way through the spell. I thought that was really good.
Don't they have like 3 different Book of the Dead
I don't
too?
remember that.
And he's like, why are there 3?
Yeah. Uh. Yeah, that scene was good. And then turns out evil. And then once he just take the book, runs away with it. And then turns out evil Ash is still alive. And then he brought the army of darkness to attack the
Yeah.
to attack the humans. Like, damn, that's good stuff right
What
there.
is this? Some kind of
The-
army of darkness?
oh yeah, the name drop.
No, I just made that up. I don't think-
Yeah. But still though, Evil Dead 2 and 3 are so quotable. You know,
Yeah.
like there's in Army of Darkness the whole you see this? This is my boomstick. That's a good line. And the whole uh shop at S Smart if you are smart or something like that. The one was good as well. I like that. Yeah. And of course the ending of the movie, Hail to the king, baby.
Like, how is there ever a line more badass than that for end of a movie? No.
No, yeah, that's one of the best lines to end a movie on. Yeah. But apparently that wasn't supposed to be the ending. Did you know about that?
Mm.
No.
I-
So that was the ending the studio approved on at, right? Originally Sam Raimi has a different idea where because for him to go back to the modern day, in the movie he was given a potion to sleep through time kind of thing, right?
I don't
Yes.
remember.
Yeah, basically that's how he get back into the modern day. Yeah. In the original ending, Sam Raimi apparently wanted um like Ash to drink too much of the potion, so he wakes up in the future, in the dystopian future.
Mm.
You drink the
Yeah,
potion and bam, you're in 2048. I don't know.
yeah, something like
It's
that.
like
And
only
then
20 years from now.
and
Yeah,
then in that
only
future,
20
like
years.
I think the Deadites like took over or something. It was supposed to be like that, and then once you wake up, Ash will go like, I overslept. It was supposed to be like that.
That is
Got it.
super. That's super Sam Raimi. That's such
Got,
a
That
Sam
is Super Sam Raimi, yeah.
gotta hate when you miss your alarm clock, when you missed your
Yeah.
alarm.
Raimi.
But yeah. But
Nice.
still though, if we have gotten that ending, we wouldn't have gotten Hail to the King, baby.
Movie.
Yeah. But yeah, so Evil Dead 1, 2, 3, I think that's good. And I watched the 2013 one. That one is it was supposed to be a reboot, but then I think the director said it was supposed to be a sequel or something now. Or I don't know, a requel, something
They're
like that.
connecting them now, but I don't
Yeah,
know if that
right.
was the intention originally.
Yeah. But yeah, the 2013 one, I think the one was as good as the first one. It jumps into the horror, more into the
Mhm.
horror again, right?
Mhm.
Um, it jumps into the horror again. There is no Ash. I mean, yeah, Ash Williams doesn't appear anymore in the
Mhm.
after the trilogy, but that's
Mhm.
fine, I
He
guess.
just produces. He's just
Yeah, he
producing.
produces. Yeah,
Yeah,
and the director is also not Sam Raimi. He also produced, if
yeah.
I'm not
They're
wrong.
both, but yeah, they both have like some creative uh input or like quality control. Make sure it's still good.
Yeah, but and that's good because Evil Dead the 2021, I think it's great.
Mhm.
The horror works. There's still some cool action scenes, I guess, and then of course they bring out the chainsaw backs.
Just
Yeah.
a little bit of
Uh,
blood, not that
ju-
much, just a little bit.
there. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. You're right. There's not so much blood.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Not constantly everywhere in every single frame,
Yeah.
spewing everywhere. Yeah.
But I still, this is a rewatch, right? I already watched it 2013 one back then, but I have to say, still, this 2013 one is still the grossest out of all the Evil Dead.
The most gory, yeah. The most gross.
It's not even it's not the gory part that gets me. It's
Mhm.
gross with all the mud, the dirt, the pee, the
Yeah.
what's the name? Like things getting into the woohoo of the woman.
Oh.
That happened. Yeah.
Yeah. Things getting put in holes.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's the grossest one out of all, but it works. It's great. The ending is great. Yeah.
It
I
goes
like
good.
I like one of the lines where like the demons say, I will feast your soul, and then the main character just goes like, yeah, feast on these. What's it
Yeah.
name? Rams a chainsaw to the face of the demon.
Yeah. It's badass. That's
That
what
was
it is.
badass. That was badass. Yeah.
Mhm.
And now finally getting into Evil Dead Rise. Evil Dead Rise again. It follows the whole what's the name? Oh no, not follows. I mean like it go again is horror this time, not
Yeah. Follows the tone
comedy.
of the 2013 one
So
more.
13 one, yeah, it's
Yeah.
very like not hardcore horror. I guess it's just horror.
Like
Yeah,
it's like heavy metal Evil Dead instead of like goofy.
yeah, pretty much right. Yeah, it's not goofy. This one again. This one is the first time that the movie is not in a cabin. right?
Yeah.
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 Is that in the
location
cabin?
change.
I'm not gonna go into too much detail since the movie just come out, so I don't really want to spoil it. But anyway, in Evil Dead Rise, the whole tone is great. The once the possession start, things gets going real quick there. It builds up so fast. It's tense, I would say. Um, and the scary moments are done really well. I don't think there is a bit of jump scare, I guess. Um, and I think those jump scare works well. It's not that cheap, I would say.
There's something to be scared of when it's doing the jump scare. So at least there's real danger.
Like, I mean, we already seen from the poster, like the woman, the smile thingy. That's probably one of the best Deadites in the
Mhm.
whole franchise, I think, because she is actually really scary in that one. Just her whole, face expression and everything. Yeah,
Mhm.
and how she moves, kind of.
Yeah.
And
Good
yeah, in
casting.
Evil Dead Rise, there's also um more drama, I guess, something like that. Yeah,
Mhm.
because we actually get to know more about the characters and their struggles, unlike the previous ones.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
can be jarring. So you have to go in knowing, okay, it has some, no real drama too.
Yeah. But overall, I think it's great. I give this one I'm teetering on either 4.5 or 5, but right as of now it's 4.5. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's the Evil Dead franchise. I guess I'll just
Do
Evil
you,
Dead
do you,
the first one 3.5. Evil Dead 2 5 out of 5. Army of Darkness 4 out of 5. Evil Dead 2013 3.5 and Evil Dead Rise 4.5. Yeah, extremely good franchise. And the best part is that none of the movies is over 1 hour 40 minutes. It's so
Yeah.
short.
Yeah. Well,
It's
yeah.
all so short. Damn,
Mhm.
that's the best part about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Double feature with Drive My Car.
Oh no,
Good
that's
stuff.
a bad idea. That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Snyder Cut.
Sorry if I spoil the whole Evil Dead franchise for you.
You pretty much did. Yeah.
I at least I didn't spoil the newest one.
Yeah. No, you have some standards.
Here's the only question that matters. So do we need to watch the other films to understand Evil Dead Rise? Or
No, not at all.
Okay, there we go.
Not at all.
No, they have
That's
a
all I
certain
care about.
formula.
Yeah.
But yeah, not really.
There's the whole, I guess, a few references, I guess, that's there, but it's just references, right? It's not that important.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like if you notice it, it's cool if you saw it, but it won't affect if you haven't.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's my. Yeah, I like friend of movies is in the chat. This is such a Kelvin franchise, and he is right. I love Evil Dead franchise. Now, after watching all this movie, I want to watch the 3 seasons of Ash vs Evil Dead now.
Well, I
Yeah.
heard they couldn't finish it. They got canceled, so like
They got cancelled after season 3.
They couldn't put a
Yeah.
real ending, unfortunately.
Yeah. Either way, I'm still gonna watch it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's that for Evil Dead. Yeah. Long one. I'm sorry.
I fell asleep.
I
Sorry, what?
really
Well,
really
you're on the
recommend
edge of
you
sleep.
guys to watch Evil Dead, especially Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness.
Yeah, yes,
Really.
once you watch Harry Potter, I'll start Evil Dead.
That's like
No.
in the sequels.
Gotta get the priorities straight.
Wow, I tried to do the McGonagall voice, but my voice is not.
What the hell is a McGonagall? I know who the
Hermione
McGonagall is, but-
Granger, Ronald Weasley, Harry Potter.
That's not a very good. That's not a very good McGonagall.
That's very
No,
good.
it takes practice.
It's okay. At least he's not trying to imitate Snape. 10 points to Gryffindor. 10 points to Gryffindor.
Oh man. All
All right.
We're 50 minutes
Alright, I
in.
guess-
20 minutes of that was talking about Evil Dead. Now what?
Hey,
Hey,
it's 5
20
movies.
20 minutes ago, I was talking about your escapades, last night. So,
It's a whole franchise over.
Barely took 10 minutes to explain that. I tried to save some time to progress the freaking show.
It's the whole franchise, Albert, and it's really
You
good.
can be controlled when I'm here.
Yeah, that is true. Blame Cameron. Blame the guest. Always blame the guest.
Blame it
Yeah,
on me
always.
because I don't give a shit. So
All right. Let's get into the next one real quick. Going into a teaser trailer for Poor Things. It's only a 30 something, 34 seconds trailer. Yeah,
I don't really
teaser,
know
I
what
guess.
happened.
I was able to squeeze that in before the show. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. This is the first time I heard of Poor Things. So you have any info Albert on this? I know there's Emma
Um,
Stone and Mark Ruffalo for the cast, so that's good.
yeah, it's a Yorgos Lanthimos film. He's the director of The Lobster. He's the director of Killing of a Sacred Deer and The Favorite. I've only seen The Favorite, which is also an Emma Stone movie. Emma Stone, Rachel Weisz, Nicholas Hoult, Olivia Colman. They got multiple Oscars for that film. That's the only one I've seen. Um, I did not. I knew Yorgos Lanthimos was doing a movie. I wasn't aware of the title or anything until the trailer. And I know Emma Stone was going to be part of it, but that's all I know really about it. And yeah, the teaser didn't really show anything. It's super quick. I have no idea what's going on. Uh, Willem Dafoe looks like he has some
Okay.
prosthetics in his face and everything like that. Mark Ruffalo looks like he's the lead. Emma Stone looks like she's trying to do a cosplay of Lord from the album Solar Power.
That's such a deep cut up.
She literally looks like Lord from Solar Power. I'm
Yeah,
not-
and person who got
I'm gonna
that
look it up
reference,
right now.
Albert. Nope.
look up Lord Solar Power album with the yellow dress.
That is Emma Stone right there.
It
Share it, screen share.
Here, let me screen share real
But yeah,
quick.
the trailer. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with the trailer. It's weird.
Yeah, Albert is right. That is Lord.
Exactly. Put them side by side, and it's the meme where you put them corporate put them side by side, and they know the difference.
She is my lord.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm some behavior.
But yeah. Honestly though, even though the teaser doesn't show much, I like the few things they show in this thing. It's, I don't know, it's captivating, and I don't know, the music also helps. I guess it sounds kind of mysterious in some ways. Yeah, and then I don't know, just the whole every time they don't show the humans, they show like the scenery. I thought it looked cool. Like when you just look at the background, kind of thing. It feels like you are in the alternate dimension kind of thing, in the Twilight Zone. Yeah, I don't know. It feels, yeah, the background is just something to look at. I don't know. Yeah,
fair.
but yeah, pretty interesting though from the images we've seen at least. Yeah, kinda
Yeah.
excited for it after seeing this teaser. Like, it looks like going to be a weird movie that I will like. Yeah. How about you? Cameron.
It looks really interesting. It's just like a little glimpse, like we said, it's 30 seconds. So, but I'm a huge Yorgos Lanthimos fan. I think I've seen all of his like main feature films. He's only made a couple. The Favorite, The Lobster. Is there anything else?
What?
Yorgos Lanthimos movies that's already out.
Killing of the Sacred Deer.
Oh, and I've seen that one too. Yeah, but they all are kind of off kilter, and he has a very specific style. But this one seems to be going like even bigger and bolder than that. Like a lot more going on, which is happening like with a lot of movies these days. Like just super high energy movies that really colorful, a lot going on. Everything Everywhere All at Once does that, and Beau is Afraid is like crazy and like that too. So I think it's really exciting. I'm really excited to see what it'll do.
All right. I think me and Arik, we haven't seen any. What's his name? Yorgos
Yorgos Lanthimos.
Lanthimos. Is it Greek?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, he's
I don't know.
Greek.
What is, okay.
Yeah,
We haven't seen any of his movies, right, Rick? I am quite sure on
you
that.
should see The Lobster. The Lobster.
Is that the best one? Is it your favorite? No, it's not the
The
favorite.
favorite
Is that
is
your
my-
favorite?
I think actually The Lobster is my favorite. Like it hits my funny bone the most. But like the favorite, the movie The Favorite, I think is a lot of people's. But I mean that's because Rachel Weisz and Emma Stone are so great. Like
All of
warring
his
off.
movies are like dramedies in a way, right? Or like dark
Yeah.
comedies, but
Yeah.
drama. Yeah.
Mhm.
Satire kind of thing, a little bit.
Right.
Not really.
Mhm.
Not satire. Satire is a bad explanation, actually.
Mhm.
So Ariq, what's your thoughts on this? I'm
Um,
assuming,
now that
guessing we haven't watched any of his movies.
yeah, yeah. Now that Mr. Bluebolt has brought this later comment up, yeah, he was right. That something feels off about the
Huh.
images. Yeah, they do like some of the shots, especially ones with like the ship or like the city.
That's exactly
They
right.
do feel AI generated. I'm not saying they look AI generated, but they
Chat
feel like this is
GPT.
an AI. Yeah, something an AI. Yeah, something like an AI would generate because it just looks so trippy and weird, but
Yeah.
cool in a way. And I think I just got the hint. I just realized, so this is a person's. This is like Frankenstein's monster, except it's a girl.
Mm.
Really?
Is that
I-
what's that?
I-
Is that the plot?
In the beginning, she like woke up from electricity, and then at one point she said, "I find it fascinating. I find being alive fascinating." And then she slapped Mark Ruffalo, and where he says, "Ow." I don't know what the importance of that, but it was in it.
Yeah, that
I mean,
that slap was funny. I don't know why.
Ow.
Oh,
Yorgos Lanthimos likes slapping in his movies. Like
Really?
people always get slapped. Yeah, in like a
He gets off on slaps.
is this like Quentin
He-
Tarantino with feet,
Is-
but your ghost
he's
with
like-
slaps?
It's like
it's like
Michael Bay with
behind-
explosions, Tarantino with feet.
I'm just imagining Yorgos Lanthimos like behind the camera is like, all right, Emma, do the slap. Oh, do it again.
it's like Tarantino with his,
No,
like
that's
Tarantino
Do it
with
again.
his feet.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Albert.
But it's Yorgos Lanthimos.
Like Calvin just
loves
said,
to slap.
is it like Tarantino? What with the slap?
Yeah,
That's-
exactly.
Yeah, but
Cut. Do it again.
God, do it again.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait,
One more
I'm looking
time.
at Google. Apparently, what is this? This is based on a novel.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
really?
Apparently,
If it's
Yeah.
pretty short, maybe I'll read
Yeah,
it.
based
to
based
be
on a
short.
1992 novel of the same name. I mean, there is a literal plot synopsis. I don't know if you want to know the plot synopsis.
I feel like we shouldn't know about this. This one seems like it's better to go in blind.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Did Judy Bloom write this one too?
Nope, I don't think so. It's from
Just kidding.
Alice Dare Gray.
Oh,
Scottish
I feel
author.
like that sounds familiar somehow, but I don't know.
I don't know. If
I don't
you
read,
know
so-
any of... Oh, fair. None of us do. So, yeah.
I'm
I like watching. I don't read, except
I read
Dune.
comics. Does that count? Yeah.
Sure.
Sure. Except this.
So yeah.
Oh,
Anyway. What? So I don't know. Are you guys excited about this or
I'm in.
intrigued at least? I'm intrigued to watch
Yeah,
this.
I'm intrigued by the idea of it, not necessarily from what I saw because I don't know what I was looking at. But
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I like The Favorite a lot.
Mhm.
But I don't know what is it about his Yorgos Lanthimos filmography that like I feel like I will like it, but I am just not eager to seek it out. Like if I watch it, I watch it, but I am not gonna be like, oh, I gotta check it out. I don't know
Yeah.
why. It's just like giving off that vibe to me, and it's the same thing with this one. Like, okay, it's intriguing. If I watch it, I'll watch it, but I'm like, if I don't, I'm not craving for it to watch it like right now. You know, like I don't know what about it.
Yeah.
It's just
I
like that.
think I get what you mean.
Mhm.
Yeah.
first time I watched The Favorite was on a plane. That was weird. I turned it off because I'm like, I'm not letting other people see this. This is weird because it does get pretty gnarly for a plane full of people who shouldn't be watching that. And he's like, "Mommy, what's that?" And we're like, "Nope."
When you're not watching it on speakers.
Yeah, but they can see it.
oh, the visuals are so weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it pictures it speaks 1,000 words.
This is like that time when this is like that time when I watch X without knowing it's going to be explicit.
Oh.
And my mom's friend was visiting and I was watching it on speaker.
Oh, whoa, that's right. That is that. No, you know what? Yeah, it's fair. Like,
And I was watching it at night.
but
That's
you
not
know,
a good look.
you know what? That's fair. But I still feel like watching something. Airplane is probably the worst situation for that because you're literally on a compact
Yeah.
space and everyone else can see what you're watching. That's one of the reasons I never finish a clock. I don't know if I said the story. I've never finished a Clockwork Orange, the Stanley Kubrick movie,
Stanley Kubrick, yeah.
because I watched it on a plane. It was on the. It was on. First of all, it's on the selection on the plane, so it's not like my own downloads or whatever. It's on the option on the plane, which is a bad option, by the way, for a plane movie, because it's very explicit and graphic, and it's very uncomfortable movie.
Yeah.
And I played it and I watched it because I'm like, oh, okay, I need to watch Stanley Kubrick movie. Let's see what it's all about. I didn't know what it was about. My mom sitting next to me. I felt very uncomfortable. I didn't even make it like 15 minutes in because there was like, I think there was a scene where they started beating a nude man. I think, or something.
Or like, yeah, it's just like there's certain parts
Yeah.
where, like, yeah,
There was definitely nudity and there was definitely violent.
it's
And I don't know
mean-spirited.
if the nudity and violence was in the same scene, but there was definitely nudity and violence in that first 15 minutes. And I felt uncomfortable, so I stopped it and haven't revisited it since because I just haven't got a chance to.
It's one of those movies that puts a pit in your stomach, so you have to be ready. I mean, it's
Oh.
well made because it's Stanley Kubrick, very well made, but you have to be
Okay.
ready.
I also watch Mother in a plane,
Ma!
and people were judging me.
I watched.
I can
I
tell they
watched.
were.
You
I
watched
watched
your mother?
Mother.
Yeah.
I watched Mother in the hospital.
Wow, they have a curated selection of films at the hospital.
No. I watched it on my phone on Netflix, right? So I was like, I was waiting. I don't know what to do. All right, let's watch Mother.
Is that
This is a
Darren
weird
Aronofsky?
movie. I don't know. Well,
Yes,
all
that
I
is
know
Darren
is-
Aronofsky. That's Darren
Oh,
Aronofsky.
there you go.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
still got to see it.
Oh, I just realized about for the poor things. I don't know why I'm excited for it, but Margaret
For what?
Qualley is there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. All right. Anyway, let's move on, I guess, to the next trailer we're going to talk
Yes.
about. Yeah. Mech 2, The Trench.
Oh, I misread that. I read as the French.
Did you really?
The French trailer.
Imagine
Honestly-
the shark just jumping out of the water.
Bonjour.
Oh,
Bonjour.
I've seen Megalodon.
Bonjour.
Imagine a shark doing this. Doing
What?
the whole
That's
thing.
Italian.
Hey, that's
Oui,
Italian.
Oui, bonjour.
s'il vous plaît. I
Oui,
am
oui,
Ed
bonjour, s'il vous
Megalodon.
plaît.
Oh, I am
it's a
Megalodon
Mia
shark.
the Mega.
What is this going on?
No, I just
Bon
realized you
voy-
guys
bon
transitioned this better.
voyage.
I just learned this, but the Meg is also a novel. So
It is.
What?
There is a whole
It
series
is?
of novel apparently.
yeah, it's
Is
a
it called
series.
National
Oh.
Geographic?
Oh, I don't think National Geographic is that inaccurate.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, The Trench. Yeah, it
One,
is a
two,
novel.
three,
Damn.
four,
Good, let's see your
five,
shirt.
six.
Maybe
There
it
is
is
there is
Kelvin.
6 Meg novels.
There's 6 Meg novels.
Well, you're getting 6 mech movies then.
Meg
I'm
movies.
getting 6 reasons to burn some books. You know?
Hey, but Big Shark.
Big shark. Yeah.
One day
Anyways.
I want to make a list of like how I make the bearless movie. I want to make a sharkless movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a
I
lot
want
of
to
them.
make my own Wallace movie. Yeah, no walls.
All right, yeah. I haven't watched the Meg, or is it just Meg? I haven't watched Meg, the first one.
I forgot what it's
so-
called. If it's the Meg or Meg.
I think it's
think
just
it's-
Meg.
It's just
I
called
think it's just
Meg.
Meg.
The Meg. Actually, the
Yeah.
Meg. The Meg.
Whatever's
The Meg?
stupider.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one
Wait.
it is.
Okay, I don't get it. Why is there like prehistoric animals in the trailer in Meg
it-
2? Did they time
It's like
travel or something?
Well, it's prehistoric times, like 65 million years ago. I
Well,
think, no?
isn't a megalodon supposed to be like a ancient animal and then like
ancient shark?
so
yeah.
maybe it's like he just lived this whole time, right? Again, I also have not seen the Meg. Have any of us seen
Wait.
the Meg?
I've seen the first one actually. Yes,
All right,
Oh, okay.
Eric is
Yeah.
a Meg expert.
I'm the Meg expert.
Also,
The Meg
Shut up, Meg.
expert. Yeah.
Eric is
Ariq,
Jason
Ariq,
Statham.
Huh?
Confirm to me this or not. I heard that the first make was they actually took it very seriously, as in like as a they took it like as in a serious drama kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay, that is weird as hell because this trailer looks super unhinged. This trailer looks super.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I said super, okay, it's not that super serious, but like it's more like the main characters, like Jason Statham, and stuff, they took it like very seriously and all badass. But then there's like this guy who used to be in Vine or whatever, that the fat guy. He's the one that tries to make all the jokes and stuff.
Okay.
It's a bit weird, but yeah, no, they did try to make it like Jurassic
Okay,
Parkish.
so they tried to
serious.
make it. They tried to make it serious,
Jurassic
and then
World,
in this
sorry.
trailer, Jason Statham literally stopped a shark with his leg.
I
Oh, of
mean,
course, it's Jason
you
Statham. Of
do.
course he can.
Jason Statham, yeah,
Jason
man.
fucking Statham, yeah.
It is,
Yeah,
that
Jason
scene,
Statham.
that scene, by the way, in the trailer was like, okay, we're getting. This is the kind of movie we're getting. He literally
No, the funny
stopped a
part is
leg
it didn't look
with
like
his
he
leg.
kicked him. It looked like he's just like, okay, just
I
hold on.
know.
Just
Everyone
hold
let
on
their
there.
leg up.
Yeah, just like hold on.
Oh man.
Wait, can we high five with our feet?
No.
Why would you want to do that?
The other way around, damn it.
Me? Wait, I have to
You
go the other way?
You go the other way. Oh wait, yeah, no, wait, never mind. I'm so dumb. Right, we're getting distracted. Yeah,
I'm in
Meg.
some kind of modern chair, so it's hard to do any kind of gymnastics in it.
But yeah,
Right.
like the whole Mech 2 trailer just feels like, you know what? If this is what I don't think this is how the book goes. I feel like I really don't think this is how the book goes. But you know, just let's just do a whole like full on action. You know, no need to care about all the logics and stuff. You know, I'm in for this. I should watch the first Mech. You know, just to get the feel of this one. I mean, they hold the whole like exoskeleton like suit here. You know, they go underwater with like super strength and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I think they put it up several notches since the first Meg. The first Meg was still somewhat believable.
And
It's not
I
really, but-
believe
And
there's
they
a
try to
Kraken.
ground that in a way, don't they?
They tried to ground it, yeah, in the first one,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
But
now
this
they
one is
legit,
like they're
they
like,
legit
yeah,
went the superhero.
exosuits and like prehistoric animals and like the kraken and everything.
And there's the Kraken, yeah.
Yeah, they really.
Oh, was that the Kraken? I thought there was a giant squid.
Well, I just I just
mean,
say it's a
it's
kraken because
tentacles,
it's a
so
giant.
it's
Yeah.
yeah, it's tentacles. It's gotta be Kraken, right?
Oh no. Ging, ging.
What?
Yeah.
Hitting my head on the table after that one.
But yeah, you know what? I'm in for this, right? This is like Fast and Furious, you know? You just watch it for the heck
Yeah,
of it.
but the Megan
But sharks.
Furious.
Megan Furious.
The Naked Furious.
It's
You know
all
what, you're
about
right, this is-
family. It's all
I
about
think this-
prehistoric families.
Yeah, I think the Meg is literally just like Fast Furious, but with sharks. It's like the movie's just getting more and more insane after the the previous
when it-
one. And
When is the Meg going to space?
Oh, Megan
oh my god,
Space.
they will.
Meg in
will.
space.
The sixth
Space shark.
film. The sixth film based on the last book, right?
Mm.
I bet you.
Alright.
Any franchise, if they get to like the sixth film, they're bound to go to space. I mean,
So
what
this
else
is
can you do?
these are the titles of the Meg novels. The first one is called Meg, a novel of deep terror. The second one is called The Trench. The third one is called Primal Waters. The fourth one is called Hell's Aquarium. So that confused me.
What the
First of all, is it related to hell? So that's paranormal. And second thing, why is the Meg in an aquarium? If that's like even more, that's information. The fifth one is called Night Stalkers. The sixth one is called Generations, and there is an upcoming one called Purgatory.
There's an
Wait,
upcoming.
it's still going?
It's ongoing.
It's ongoing.
Guys pumping out.
You know-
Damn.
Looking at all these titles, I kind of want to see Hell's Aquarium. Like, what are the chances of stories
sounds
that
the
Meg
coolest.
died? It got
comes to hell,
and then hell, yeah, like it goes to hell because it kills.
No, you know
it's a
what?
sinner.
For
It kills so
fishes,
much.
for fishes, hell is an aquarium because they're
Exactly.
stuck in there.
Yeah,
What is
and then this
what-
time,
What is this
Someone-
profound?
and then like some like megalodon cultists like do some spells, you know, and then
And they
just like
summon,
resurrect
the hell,
resurrect the megalodon,
the hell megalodon, yeah.
the hell Meg, yeah.
Hell meg.
Now and
Yeah, that sounds metal.
I'm pretty sure.
Either-
I'm pretty sure
either
that's not the
that-
plot of the.
Either that or Jason Statham, like the game Doom. Yeah, so Jason Statham goes to hell to fight off the sharks from
To fight
coming
the
back to the
The demon
mortal
shark.
realm.
And he read the Necronomicon and they all came alive again.
What is this?
I'm trying to actually find the plot of Hell's Aquarium, but I'm not finding any good luck of finding like a concise synopsis of it.
That does
I,
sound
I don't
slow.
think there's any reasoning with that plot. So
By the way,
Yeah.
I understood why why this film seems like, at least from the trailer, the tone seems like taking a big shift from the first one. The first movie was directed by John Turteltaub, director of National Treasure, Book of Secrets.
Albert's
Sorcerer's
favorite
Sup-
director.
I wouldn't say he's my favorite director, but I like his work. Sorcerer's Apprentice, Cool Runnings. So like those, he directed those films, right? Because like those films are like fun adventure movie, but also taking himself seriously.
Yeah,
Make to the Trench is directed by Ben Wheatley, and I don't know if you guys have know this guy, but he directed Free Fire.
Oh my god.
Brie Larson, Cillian.
I didn't
Cillian
not
Murphy.
like that film.
Yeah, that film's not great. He also directed a segment in ABCs of Death for the letter U.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a Kelvin type of film, is it?
Evil Meg Rise. I love that.
Evil Meg.
That's quick thinking. Yeah.
But yeah, so
Oh my
he's
God.
director of Free Fire, as director for a segment in ABCs of Death, and I don't know any other film that you guys. I don't think you guys know any of his other work, but yeah. So that's why the change of tone. It's like, it's Free Fire.
Understandable.
Okay, so that's why they have all these. Okay, I should mention in the previous film there was no other like prehistoric creatures here. It was just the Meg. That's it. So
Yeah.
this one they're
Right.
adding like the cephalopods and like a bunch of weird reptile-looking things as well. So I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on in there. I guess like they must have opened Pandora's box and released all the prehistoric animals. I don't understand. And I think there's 3 Megs in this film, so they one upped. 'Cause there was 2. in
Well,
the previous
2 up.
one.
Like, oh, is that 2 in the first one?
Oh, that was the plot twist. Shit, I spoiled the movie.
Oh, that's fine. It's freaking Meg. I don't give a crap about it.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
See, another
Yeah, the plot
connection
twist
to
is
Army
that
of
there was
Darkness, Evil Dead. There's 3 Megs, just like there's 3
my God.
There's
Necronomicons.
3 Megs.
there's a Meg for each Necronomicon.
Oh my god. So, yeah, that's
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say about Megs. It's not even released on Shark Week either. I checked.
Yeah.
August.
Did-
It's
did you-
released on August. Shark Week
You know
is on
what? You know what?
July.
I don't know. Was any of us even aware that they're making a sequel? I feel like this is such a big thing that
No.
people would probably should have been aware, but I've never heard of it until the trailer dropped.
Oh no, I've never heard of
Me
this
neither.
until.
Yeah.
If we heard of this, we would have covered it when we were drafting films. I mean, like we would have heard of it. We won't choose it. We're not that stupid.
That is
but-
true. The
Yeah,
fact that they
well, at least
hide,
make
the fact
fun of
that
it.
the fact that it was at least like hidden, I guess, or that we're not aware. That means like they haven't been talking.
Is it hidden or nobody asked and they're just like, guys, listen, right? Meg, another
Meg
shot. Meg 2. Wait, was this okay? Never mind. Now it was. I don't know why. It's just like it came out like during. I mean, the trailer came out like just a week after the writers' strike thing. It's like trying to prove right. Like so, because of the writer's strike, this is the type of shit we're gonna produce. You guys understand? Is that what? Is that what they're getting at?
I don't think that was the reason, but that is crazy.
But it is a good. It's a good link.
Yeah.
You know what? I want to believe that's the link. If that movie turns out bad, I want to believe that's the reason why.
That's the look at. See, this is what happens if you have writer's strike. We produce shit like this.
Yeah.
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 Hopefully, it all comes to a conclusion.
Honestly, I don't think I'd watch this in the cinema unless people
No,
want
I
to
wouldn't.
go. Unless people want to go, because I think it's like a really fun but terrible film.
I,
I'm pretty
I-
sure it's fun.
It's
It's
a
probably
mindless action movie. That's what it
Yeah.
is.
I would expect it to be fun at least. You know, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
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 Unless it's 65 all over, and I haven't watched it. 65, but you know.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh, see, it's
I'm-
over. That's
I'm-
boring.
Unless it's like a
65.
65, yeah.
Yeah. There's no Adam Driver though, so probably not.
Okay. Well, yeah, he
Yeah.
won't be driving a Meg, is he?
Like,
Well,
you guys have
I-
any other thoughts on Mech 2 then?
well,
I have no idea.
Nope.
The only reason I'm gonna see it is I have a movie pass for the theater I go to where I live,
Okay,
and
fair enough.
they sell alcohol there. So yes, I do have a reason.
He's gonna get drunk watching Meg. Oh my god.
Overpriced alcohol.
overpriced, but I'll just it's worth it if you have to sit through that.
You're gonna get drunk watching Meg. Like, bro, I swear that Jason Statham was trying to eat the shark. So the other way around.
No, that's probably like mushrooms. I don't know if that's beer.
That's a different. That's not how alcohol works. Sorry, man. I've never gotten drunk.
What
Not
should
that I
that
know.
movie be called?
Not that I
The
know.
Statham.
The Statham.
The
No,
state.
no, it's they
The
call it
state.
Meg for sure. Yeah, Meg for Megalodon, right? So State.
State.
Or just even worse, Ham.
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 What? What? Canadian bacon?
Yeah, Statham Ham, just Ham.
I don't even know.
All right, I think we have gotten all the mech jokes out of all our system. I feel
we
like.
have Megan Gibbons right now.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
All right. So bottom line, Mech
Here's
2.
my
After
next-
watching this trailer, how is it? Like I guess we're not gonna watch it in the cinema, right? Unless,
Um,
you know.
Yeah, not probably
Yeah.
not in
Probably not.
cinemas.
I
Yeah.
had
Probably
to
not,
put
yeah.
this trailer on 5 times speed. Not because I had
Why?
to, because that's what I had to do to get through it.
You were already zoning out like I can't do this.
Yeah.
Here's my question: Is Jason Statham? Do you think he is like a movie star level where he's in a film, people's gonna watch it or not?
At
He's like
this
Liam
point,
Neeson level.
yeah.
Kinda. Ever
Uh.
since they put him in Fast Furious, I think.
Yeah, he's a mid tier. He's a big action name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fair.
big action.
Big
name, yeah.
action
I'm
name,
not here.
but I don't think he's not that big anymore. What's his latest movie anyway outside of Meg?
That's a good question. Like
Right.
Out of
the
Fast
first
Furious
Meg?
and Meg,
Um,
Hobbs and Shaw.
the Guy Ritchie film,
Oh,
Operation
Kelvin?
Fortune,
Oh,
Operation
yeah.
Fortune, whatever.
I thought that one's
released.
bad.
I heard mixed
I
stuff.
heard it was
don't know.
alright, but I
Oh,
haven't
okay.
seen it.
Here, you know what? Quick trivia time. Can you guys guess what is the top 5 highest grossing Jason Statham movies? This is worldwide box office.
Has to be
Fast and
one of the
Furious.
Fast
Hobbs and
Furious.
Shaw.
Which one? Which one?
7.
I don't know. Which one
7 is
he?
number 1. 7 is number 1.
Yeah.
Okay, of course.
That's one of the two
Um,
I've seen.
Hobbs and someone said Hobbs and Shaw
Yeah.
just now. Hobbs
Yeah.
and Shaw is there.
I-
Hobbs and Shaw is number 3.
Oh,
Okay.
alright.
Expendables?
Ex-
One of
Oh
one?
shit.
two?
Expendables
that's a
2
good
is
one.
number. Expendables 2 is number 5.
I'm saying Meg is one of them. First Meg.
Meg is number 4. So you're missing number 2.
Oh, number 2. Is it in any of the franchise we mentioned?
Yes.
I think it's Fast and Furious. Another one. Is he in another Fast and Furious outside of those two?
I can't remember.
Uh,
He appeared in 7
he sometimes
And
just
then-
cameos, right?
and then
Doesn't he?
8. Eight?
It is Fast and Furious 8. Fate of the
Here,
Furious.
okay.
That's
Oh,
the
Here,
Fate
eighth.
of the
scan,
There you go.
scan this QR code and find out. You know.
Oh.
What? It's gonna lead to the-
So
it's gonna
what-
lead- it's gonna lead to the dark web.
So what is it, Bert? Number 1 is?
Furious 7. Number 2
Okay.
is Fate of the Furious. Number 3 is Hobbs and Shaw. Number 4 is The Make. Number 5 is Expendables 2.
All right.
all action, but very different
All action.
kinds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one's in water, one's on car,
One's just
one's on. One's
The first,
one he just walks.
Then they're going
The
to
fir-
space, and then
the the highest grossing non-action movie for Jason Tatum is Gnomeo and Juliet, the animated film.
Wait, he
Who
was
does he
in that
play?
film?
Who does he play?
Apparently.
I've
I
watched
don't
that film
know.
before a long time ago, but like
I
I
saw it
don't
when
know
I was
how-
little.
He voiced
Yeah.
Tybalt.
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
the
like
main-
that's
Oh,
That
not
guy.
even Romeo.
Oh, of
Is it?
course,
That's the main-
Tybalt. You know.
Tybalt is the main bad guy though.
I
so-
never remember Romeo and Juliet's
Oh.
like name characters, but yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway,
Romeo.
Alright,
fun trivia.
yeah,
fun
anyway.
trivia right there.
So yeah, that's all the mix stuff and Statham. Now let's
we-
jump into the news. That we have here. Freaky Friday, getting a
Let's go!
sequel, something
I
like
have
that.
no idea what.
I
this-
haven't-
Let's
Me and
go.
Ariq hasn't watched Freaky Friday. All I know about Freaky Friday is from what I've seen from the community series where they body swap,
Body swap.
and that's all I know.
So yeah, this is the Freaky Friday movie, the 2003 version that was 20 years ago. My God, 20 years ago. Whoa.
Wow. You were
yeah,
barely 78 that back then.
Okay.
Okay.
The Freaky Friday
Right.
2003 movie, starring Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis. They're getting a sequel. Both of the actors are set to reprise their roles. But yeah, it is a body swap movie. It's a body swap comedy from Disney. And the 2003 version itself is a remake of an older version, which I believe have Jodie Foster in it. Don't
An
remember.
older one.
Yeah,
Like Jodie Foster is the young girl.
Yes. I think. Yes,
Okay.
Jodie Foster was the young girl. The 1976 Freaky Friday. But yeah, this is the
Did she swap
2003
bodies
Freaky
with
Friday.
Hannibal Lecter?
No, with Barbara Harris. But yeah, this is 2003 version, and they're doing the sequel again with for this body swap comedy. So, what do you guys think? Do you intrigue, or is this one of those sequels we don't need? Kind of
I
thing?
want it. I just want more of this. If Jamie Lee Curtis is involved, she's always high energy and commits to it, even if it's bad, like even if it's utter bullshit, like the new Halloween movies. She at least goes all in.
She did go all in as the sausage hand lady.
Yeah, she went all in there. Yeah.
Kelvin and Ariq, since you guys never seen the Freaky Friday, but yeah, did you guys see Freaky, the 2018 horror movie?
No
Body swap
Friday.
horror?
No,
Oh no.
is that connected?
I've never
No, it's not
even heard of
connected.
it.
It's not connected, but it's inspired.
okay.
It's inspired by Freaky
No,
Friday.
I haven't.
I don't even
watched it
understand
either.
what the
It's
premise
fun.
of Freaky Friday is.
Okay, so Freaky Friday is a body swap movie. It's literally Jamie Lee Curtis is the mom, Lindsay Lohan is the teenage daughter, and they basically they were constantly fighting the whole time, and then they through some mystical magic. If I'm not wrong, it's because of a fortune cookie. they swap
cookie?
they swap bodies. So Lindsay Lohan's soul is inside Jamie Lee Curtis's body,
Albert.
and what?
Never mind. I have watched this movie. And the moment you mentioned it, like, oh, that's the plot. Okay, I have watched this
Yeah,
film
and
a
then
long time ago.
Jamie Lee Curtis' soul is in Lindsay Lohan's
Yeah,
body, and so they
yeah.
have to figure. The only way for them to turn back is if they resolve their differences. So they sort of have to finally agree to terms with each other. They finally understand each other. They solve their differences because they were fighting the whole time. But yeah, it was. I like it. I like Freaky Friday. It's not my favorite of the Lindsay Lohan early 2000s comedies, but I do like this one. I do like this one a lot. But I don't know if I want a sequel. It's just been so long since then. Although it's interesting now because Lindsay Lohan's probably now in the age where Jamie Lee Curtis was back then. Is she not? Probably, or at least
basically,
close,
yeah.
or at least close to it. And Jamie Lee Curtis is
I'm pretty
is
sure
a
she's old
senior
enough to play,
citizen now.
the mother.
She's old now, so
Yeah, but
it's,
she still jumps around and she's a fit senior citizen.
Lindsay
Right.
Lohan is 36.
but
years
I don't know.
old,
I don't
so,
know
yeah.
if I don't know if they're gonna play. I don't know if they're gonna go with that energy for her role in this. They might make her old. They will probably make her old. Because
Yeah.
I don't know what the joke's gonna be. Because if they're gonna swap bodies with each other again. I don't know. I don't know. Body swap movies doesn't often get sequels, so I don't know where they're taking this.
Yeah, I don't know what new ground they can cover with this sequel. Didn't they pull out all the stops for the first one? What else can they do with it?
I swear they're just gonna make a Zoomer version of this. It's
Yeah.
Probably.
Bunch of
Kelvin,
boomer
what you think of this?
I really have no thoughts on this. Honestly, I'm really not familiar with Freaky Friday at all or anything about it, and I'm not really too interested to watch it
You
either.
don't get interested, yeah.
So-
fair.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't have any opinions on this. Yeah, Yeah.
Fair. Yeah.
I don't know.
The first film do have good music though. Lindsay Lohan was in a band, and her band was pretty cool. the
Mhm.
Greek music. So yeah, but yeah,
Oh.
not sure. It's interesting. Don't know.
Mr. Bluebolt asks, "Is this a Disney Plus exclusive? Is
Oh,
there any
I have no
info
clue.
there?"
They literally just announced they're doing a sequel, so I have no clue.
Ah, there you
It
go.
sounds
Yeah.
like it might be a streaming service movie.
Seems like it, right? This is
Possibly.
yeah.
Hmm
Yeah.
Well, was the first one theatrical or was it like Disney Channel or something?
It was theatrical.
Oh, really?
okay.
I
Oh.
obviously watch it on Disney Channel, of course.
Fair. So I have not seen. I don't even know what was the last time I saw a new release Lindsay Lohan movie.
I don't even know when the last time
Well,
she
she
was
hasn't really
acting.
been. Yeah, she's been
Yeah,
out of
can,
the
can
scene.
anyone look that up? I don't even know.
When was the last
Or
time
was
she
it
even
I'll
when-
look.
was in a
I'll see her
film?
most recent film.
Yeah, I think it was. I
Uh,
think it's a Netflix Christmas original. I'm pretty sure there is one as a Netflix Christmas original or something. That she is, but I
Let's
don't know the
see.
title. Um,
right,
I'm trying to
um,
look it up as well. Let's see.
newest first.
2022, Falling for Christmas.
Oh yeah, she's in Hallmark kind
Falling
of
for
movies.
Christmas. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Falling
Hallmark.
for Christmas. She's in a movie next year. Irish Wish, whatever that is.
Irish Wish.
Yeah, that's the title of the
Interesting.
movie.
Yeah, she's done some shorts and stuff recent, or like not too many years ago, but yeah, not that much.
Fair.
Yeah.
So overall excitement level,
Oh.
not really there.
Medium.
No idea.
Probably
Yeah,
not.
What if the only way I could think that could probably change it up is always with sequels like this, like go bigger, right? Add a third character, maybe Lindsay Lohan have a kid, 3-person body swap.
3% body swap. They sh-
So the kid becomes the grandma becomes Lindsay, and she becomes the kid. I don't know which rotation.
Yeah, I don't know which rotation, or maybe they keep swapping. They keep swapping the
Ah,
whole
what?
time.
Every day.
They keep
Every day they keep swapping.
every day they keep
They would
swapping.
they
Yeah.
would change they would change it up. Yeah.
You know, they should title the movie Freakier Friday.
yeah. Yeah.
No. I thought it was good.
No.
Freakier Friday. I thought it was
Chances-
good.
I'm losing brain cells by the second.
Freakier Friday.
Hey, Cameron, you literally said you were excited to talk about this one just now. Now you're losing brain cells.
Because he's talking about it with us, Albert. That's why.
Well,
Why don't they just Kelvin? Why don't they just go even more all out? Just say like unsensible Saturday or something. I don't know.
Unsensible Saturday.
It have to be an alliteration. It have to be like
Sens-
sneaky Saturday.
yeah, we need manic
Saturday,
Monday.
Albert. What are you
Friday.
doing on Saturdays?
Freaky
Oh,
Friday, silly Saturday.
Just another manic Monday.
Thirsty Thursday.
Oh.
Thursday,
What's
Thursday.
There's every day of the week is gonna get its own sequel of this.
Yeah.
I
Thursday,
can't wait for the
Thursday.
final endgame version. Nonsense November.
I can't wait for Rebecca Black to make another version of Friday for the
Oh, no.
credits of this
Oh,
movie.
is that the is Friday?
Friday,
Yeah.
Friday.
Talking
don't
about
have to
which,
sing about it.
talking about which, what's his name? Lil Dicky. No, not Lil Dicky. No, it is Lil Dicky.
The
Or
rapper?
is it
Yeah, the
Chris-
rapper.
Chris Brown?
Yeah.
Or is it maybe both? They have a song called Freaky Friday.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, Chris Brown and Lil Dicky.
Okay,
They
it
do
is
have a
both.
song
So,
called
yeah,
Freaky
yeah,
Friday. Yeah.
Yeah.
But how does it? I'm gonna listen to it for a while. How did it go?
Yeah. I have a story
Freaky
about
Friday, something
The music
like that.
video is kind of funny where
There
they
is Ed
switch bodies
Sheeran.
basically.
There is Ed Sheeran in the music video. There is DJ Khaled in the music video. There is
There's a lot of
Kendall
cameos.
Jenner in the music
Oh
video.
yeah, there's a lot there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a story about Freaky. Speaking of that being brought up in the comments, real quick. So we Albert and I and a bunch of other of our college friends went to go see it at the movie theater on campus, and Albert and
I don't know where this story is going.
his friend decided it'd be great to go get a boba tea, right
Oh, this
before
is
the
this-
movie. And
What happened?
they got busted. They almost got
Albert.
kicked out. Yeah.
Why are you trying to sneak in, man? With the
Yeah.
the
No,
drinks?
he wasn't
in my
sneaking
in my defense, I didn't want to sneak it in.
he wasn't sneaking
Oh.
it.
Yes, it was. It's our friend. It's our mutual friend Kenneth. I didn't want to sneak it in. Can I have a car? I was like, I'm just gonna put the drink in the car, and kind of like, no, it's fine, it's fine. They allow it. I'll hide it. I'll bring it in. I'm like, okay, fine if you want it. So he cannot sneak my drink and his drink like inside his jacket or whatever. I don't remember how. And then so we got to the theater, and apparently there's a camera. So the guy came and it's like, we saw the drink. You guys cannot have the drink. I'm like, okay, so yeah, we got to throw it out. Or I don't know if we threw it out or we end up putting it in the car. But yeah, basically.
Yeah. I used to work at that movie theater like freshman and sophomore year, and some of my friends I knew from like my dorm, they would come to the theater when I was working. I was manning like the post where you tear their tickets. And there was a Wendy's next door to the movie theater. They would buy Wendy's and they would like show me, oh, I'm sneaking in hamburgers just to make me mad. And I would get livid.
Damn.
Yeah. This yeah. All right. There you go. That's
All
some
right, story time with
fun
Cameron.
stories
Over.
there. Yeah. All right. So I guess let's jump into the final news that we have, which is Fast and Furious. I guess back to it again. Yeah. 11 and 12. Well, so what's happening with that, Albert?
They
don't
just
have-
announced that. Well, originally it's supposed to be Fast X and then Fast 11, and that's the end. They just teased that they're gonna have a Fast 12, so it's gonna be a 3-movie trilogy saga instead of just FX and
A
F11.
3-part finale. Man. That's big.
I swear they're just like, okay, just one more. Just one more.
more.
Yeah. Well, once they did the 12, you know, I think. Oh, all right. Cameron has to leave early, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yeah. He had to check out of Albert's basement.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. But yeah, like they'll do Fast 12 and be like, "Yeah, I'm not too satisfied.
Oh,
Let's
wait,
make a
wait,
part
we can-
4 of this finale."
or maybe they're like, okay, the 12th one did amazingly well in the theaters. Okay, I'm pretty sure we can make another one again. Yeah.
It's Vin Diesel just doesn't want it to end, man. I feel like this is like, oh, I need to prolong this as long as I can. Like I need to get.
He'll be out
I
of
need
a
to
job. Yeah.
I need to extend this as long as I can. He just his Guardians franchise is done. Now he got his other big projects, only Fast and Furious. So yeah.
He's fighting hard, man, for this movie to stay alive for this franchise.
Franchise, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, are you excited for one more movie, or are you just like, eh?
I mean,
Honestly,
that's
I
Fast and
don't know.
Furious. I don't care about
Yeah,
Fast
we-
and
I-
Furious.
Come to think of it, we don't even though they're gonna make more and more, like we don't really care if they make more or stop entirely, right? We'll just be like, oh, okay, that's the end, or oh, they're making more. Like same reaction, you know.
Yeah, pretty much. We really
Yeah.
don't care about
know
what
what,
they
at
do
l-
with the franchise.
You know, I don't either. But I guess what I like about this is that it's ending on an even number. I kind of like that.
You know,
Instead of
actually,
an
that's
odd
true.
number. I don't know.
I don't
but
like the
ending
idea of ending on
kind of
11.
feels weird. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
I don't
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
12
yeah.
feels better.
It would have been cool if they ended on 10, but then they had to just make a part 2 of it. But then that's just weird. It's 11. Yeah, I guess 12. Yeah, why not?
So 12 is a good
we gotta-
place to
we
end
gotta-
it, I guess.
But yeah, now
Is
so
this
we know
one of the
Fast-
longest like franchise? Like I mean, like movies
James
with
Bond.
like the sequels, kind of
James
thing.
Bond.
I mean,
Bond
like
25.
no, not franchise, as in like the where the story
Longest
continues,
running.
kind of thing.
Let me
Yeah.
check. Let me check. Okay.
Because James Bond doesn't continue the story, right? Like from one to another, kind of thing.
Loose, very loose.
Yeah, very loose. But this one is very much connected, even though they just kind of add in stuff like that. Oh, I'm pretty sure didn't happen.
Okay, so the longest, the franchise with the most number of films is called. It's a Chinese martial arts franchise called Wong Fei Hung, 123 films.
Huh, damn.
Holy, oh my goodness, 123?
I don't know what we're binge watching.
The latest film is in 2018. It started in 1949.
Oh my goodness, it's still going.
Kamen Rider have 95 films.
Oh, wow.
Super Sentai have 61 films. I don't know what that is. I think that's a Japanese superhero.
Super Sentai is the Power Rangers.
Oh, it's a Power Ranger
Oh.
thing? Okay.
Yeah, Super Sentai is a Power Ranger.
There is a Japanese film series called Otoko wa Suraiyo that have 48 films. Ultraman have 47 films. Scooby-Doo have 47 films. Okay, but Scooby-Doo is like sort of not connected. Okay, let's see what's connected. Godzilla have 36. I'm gonna skip like the smaller ones and go to the big one. Bond have 25. Dragon Ball have 24. Pokemon 24. The Mummy have 19, but the Mummy is also like not loosely connected. Tom and Jerry, Mickey Mouse, Spider-Man have 16. Like Spider-Man is not connected.
I think Fast and Furious has to
Yeah.
be the biggest one that's connected, though.
Star Wars
I
have
feel like-
13. Well, I guess 9 Saga and then 13 like spin-offs. Star
9
Trek.
Saga,
Star
yeah.
Trek. Star Trek is connected. That's 13. But then they have a reboot. They have 3 reboot films. Yeah, you might be right.
Huh. There you go.
Imagine that. At least the other
Harry-
ones had interesting premises and fantasy stuff. This
Harry
is just
Harry
like-
Potter.
This one is just cars.
Yeah, this is just- it's
Harry
not even
Potter.
about cars anymore.
That's true.
It's about the heist. Well, they're bringing it back for Fast X. I think they're going back to the racing times.
I doubt that they like to show in the trailers the racing, but then
They
they,
always
never
do
did
that,
the
right?
racing. Yeah,
Yeah, it's the racing stuff was always like one
in
bit,
the trailer.
one scene.
yeah.
That's it. Yeah, just
And
just
sometimes you
to
don't
have
even
it
see the race.
as a racing movie.
They
yeah,
just have
just-
the sexy girl do the startup, and then that's it. It's always like that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
I'm trying to think now. What should be the title for? Because Fast X and then what's Fast 11 and Fast 12? What should be the title? What's a cool one? You know,
Well, what's the Roman for 11 and 12?
XI and XII.
XI, right?
XI and XXI, right? Okay. I don't know.
That's where you
Fast-
see.
Press C.
Press C. Oh
What's
my god,
this,
they had
Ronaldo?
They had
They had
Ronaldo,
Ronaldo as the villain.
No, he's like the Thanos of like the
Dude,
Fast
no,
Furious.
they're playing Rocket League in real life.
Oh my god. Ronaldo
I don't
just
know.
keeps scoring. Oh,
I feel like maybe what if they do Fast X, they do Furious 11. Also, honestly,
Okay.
Furious 11 sounds cool.
Furious 7 sounds pretty good, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds good.
It sounds like it sounds like a deadly soccer team lineup. The Furious 11s are here.
Okay, how about the
Starting
12 one?
11. And the 12 one, they have to include the Fast and the Furious in the title somehow. So maybe it's just as Fast and Furious 12, which is boring.
Okay, I was
But I
thinking of
feel like-
something dumber
Oh.
from what you just said. Because you said fast, and I was like, okay, the 10th one is fast, the 11th one is N, and then the 12th one is Furious.
Fast X and 11 Furious 12.
and 11 AND11 Furious 12.
AD 11.
I
Oh
was
my
thinking
God.
of that. Alright, yeah, your idea is much better. Yeah. I don't know, though.
Oh.
I feel like, yeah, I agree. I feel like at the end, the finale, they have the title has to be Fast and Furious has to be there. Yeah.
Or can you imagine if the 12 is called Family 12? That sounds way better in my head.
Family 12.
Well,
Way better in my head.
Fast X Furious 11 Family 12.
No, that's an awful title. That's an awful title. Oh, man.
Fast and Family.
Fast and Family.
Fast and Family.
I don't know.
What if
Honestly-
it's titled Fast and Furious, but it's all in capital letters, and then the R in Furious is stylized as a 12.
So it's just
Fast and
it's
Furious.
still Fast and Furious. That's
It's
it.
still
but-
Fast and Furious.
Yeah,
12,
yeah.
But in the poster, it's
But in the
stylized
poster-
Fast and Furious, but the R is like it's a
But the-
12. This sort of thing. It's
You
like
want me
it's
to-
like
you
different
want me
color.
to make that movie poster right now,
You don't-
very quickly.
you don't have to.
Yeah, it's like people's gonna call it, like the Fan Four Sticks movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call it the Fast
Fast and
and
Food
12.
12. Yes.
Fast and Furious.
12 years.
12 years.
Bro, Vin Diesel cannot even pronounce a title. He's like, in our latest film, Fast and Furious.
Oh, they can just call it food dozen years.
Food doesn't use.
Oh man. Also, by the way, there is a rumor that Dwayne Johnson's gonna come back in one of these films. I don't know if that's true. I
Oh,
still
did
He
they
has to
start
come back
the
at the end,
drama?
right? He has to
Maybe.
come back at the final
maybe
movie.
Vin Diesel still call him little brother, right? And I don't think he likes it.
Yeah, and especially after he photoshopped himself to be
Photoshop
bigger.
that photo, yeah. That's still one of the funniest things, man.
Wait, was he photoshopped to be bigger, or was The Rock photoshopped to be smaller?
I think it was him to be bigger. I think.
Oh yeah.
I
I'm
think.
gonna
I don't
cause
know.
an online debate about this. Everyone's gonna go nuts, like the black and white and the
Yeah,
white
yeah.
and gold dress shit.
Oh yeah. Okay, maybe
Who
maybe
photoshopped
maybe
who?
maybe that's why they're extending the franchise. It's like, you know what, we gotta wait till Dwayne Johnson comes back. We cannot end it. We gotta-
Oh. So they're gonna keep
And
making
then,
Fast and Furious films until Dwayne finally says, "Okay, I'm back."
It's never gonna end.
Uh,
God, I don't know what to think about this. I mean, I guess I kind of want to just save the opinions after I watch Fast Furious 10, which just comes out in like 4 days in here.
oh yeah, it is coming out.
Right,
in
it
a
is
week.
coming out soon. Huh. Alright, we should watch.
That's why this news came out. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, I don't know. Any
I don't know what
any
to
other
say.
thoughts
Yeah,
on this?
yeah, I don't know what to say about it because like I haven't watched the 10th one, right? So I can't say like, oh, maybe 11 might be a good idea, or this is getting dragged on too long. It's probably mostly getting dragged on too long.
Huh. Yeah. The chat just say that, I don't know, Katie Lynch mentioned that they confirm that the Rock is
Is
back.
back.
I don't know
So I
if
guess
that's true. I can try to
Ah,
look it
well,
up.
look it up, I guess. Fact check. Yeah. But yeah. I guess for us to have a thoughts on this, we have to watch the first part of the finale first, right? To see where the story is going. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, a lot of the news, yeah, Dwayne Johnson is returning. They say.
Is it
They
really?
say. A lot of the news I see in articles.
For
Years.
Fast 11?
Oh, for Fast 10.
What? Fast 10?
Oh, Fast 10, not Fast 11 and 12. Huh.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what all the news articles keep saying. You know.
Damn.
Damn, alright.
I kind of
That's
wish
a
I didn't. I
surprise.
kind of wish I didn't know that. I kind of wish I was like they're not knowing that. That would be a nice surprise actually.
Yeah.
'Cause
Oh.
I thought he was not gonna be in it.
Oh, I think he's supposed to be. Oh, I think I may have just
Maybe he's a
spoiled the entire
cameo.
film for everyone. Because there's like like from Collider.
Don't continue, man. Stop.
No,
Stop.
but they say it's a spoiler potentially. So like, oh shit, did I just
Oh,
spoil the whole film?
potentially a spoiler. Alright.
Yeah,
Alright.
potentially a spoiler. So, oh well, we'll see.
So he might not be in there, guys. He might
He
not
might
be.
No,
not be in there, but he
I-
miplace be.
I want to see Dwayne
Yeah.
Johnson like.
Who wants to place
fight-
bets right now? If
I want to
if
see Dwayne Johnson and Jason Momoa fighting though. That will be awesome as hell.
Oh,
That'll be
that'll
cool.
be cool.
Yeah.
They do the haka off.
Haka off. Yeah,
They both do the haka, right? They both.
yeah,
do the
no,
haka.
they
Yeah.
Two scary
We're gonna
Samoans
haka
trying to
off.
scare each other. It's not gonna work. But
who's gonna be scared first?
yeah, who's gonna be scared first, and then they just start throwing heads.
Oh man, yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Alright.
I'm nothing else to add to this.
Yeah, I really have nothing else to add. I guess, yeah, before we go to the plugs, I guess let's answer Samuel Stein's question here. In out of Fast 11 and 12, when was the last time you keep prolonging something or extending it because you don't want it to come to an end?
Huh.
This has happened a lot. I just can't put my finger on it. I have done this, of course. Many people have, but
This is not for the same reason because Fast X 11 wanted because it's something they don't want something good to come to an end, right? Because for them, it's like the Fast saga is good, but I still haven't watched the last Transformers movie because I don't want to get to it, so I'm delaying the
Then-
inevitable.
I guess that is a form of prolonging.
I guess that is
For the
you're
exact
prolonging it.
opposite reason.
Oh,
I'm
I
trying to
actually
think of a
know.
different
I know
answer.
exactly what it is. This is the most major one I can think of, but it's not
Go.
movie related though.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay, the Assassin's Creed, the games. I know for a
Okay.
fact, like sometimes in the ending, the world changes, and I'm like, oh, I don't like it if it's like this. So I sometimes start a new game, finish it only to that certain point, and just never finish it again. Because I
Wait,
like when the
explain.
world, like the
Explain what you mean
world,
by
the
the world
game,
change.
like the world of the game, like changes as you progress through the story with this,
Okay.
as the story progresses and all that.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes I don't like the changes in the end. So I like to keep them the way they are, and I stop at like a certain chapter before that
Huh.
major change happens.
Interesting.
I do that to almost any Assassin's Creed titles I've played, really.
Huh.
That was me with that game back then, Bully.
Oh,
You
Bully?
know?
Also,
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
know Bully, but I
Because
haven't played
at
it.
the end of Bully, if you complete it, everyone is nice to you. They don't attack you anymore. They don't bully you anymore. So I'm like,
Oh, so you don't want to complete
it's
it.
not as fun anymore, right? So yeah, I don't want to.
Fair enough, yeah.
I don't want to complete it. I want to fight some frat boys.
That's kind of the thing. Yeah, that's pretty much yeah. That's my logic
Yeah,
too in Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's fair enough.
I, I don't know if I have
What a
I
strange
don't know
question.
I don't know if I can think of anything else outside of like video games or something
Well,
like that. But yeah.
or
Back
anything
there,
positive instead of just like
when when when
Transformers. Yeah.
when, when I was younger, every time we go to the beach, I'm like, okay, my mom will tell me, hey, it's time to go home. Then I'll jump into the water, so I'm wet.
And you're like,
So
well,
we
I
keep
can't.
playing in the beach. And
Okay,
then
you know what?
we
This is that's. I just
that
thought of
happened, I think.
something.
Yeah.
I just thought of something that's sort of. I don't know if this is common, but like sometimes when I'm eating something very good,
Okay.
Oh no, I
I just
understand where this is going.
like I don't want this to end, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna leave it here
You'll
for a bit,
Yeah, you'll
Uh,
slow it down or
slow it down.
slow it down, cut it
But
piece by piece. Yeah, no, if I get
Yeah, yeah,
served a very good steak, that's very expensive. I'm like, let me
yeah,
enjoy this bit by bit. Yeah, I get it.
yeah. It's fair. Yeah.
yeah, all right.
I think
Good
that's
question.
pretty much
Good
it.
question.
Good question. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I guess that's it. Let's do our plugs before we go off. Abik, go ahead.
You can find me on Instagram at Ariq Andria. You can find me on Letterbox at Rigidoo. Who's gonna plug the
Yeah. I guess I'll do it, right? Usually I do it, right? Or is it you?
we
Screw
take
it.
turns.
Whatever. Yeah, Instagram for Teguh. He changed it. It's now Teguh M23. Still sounds weird. And he has his unused Twitter, Tegidu. You can just tag him there.
Tag him there, he won't see it. I don't know what. Personally, I would say you can follow Tagum 23
Tagum.
on Instagram. I combine them.
Tagum.
Tagum.
But yeah,
Sounds
and yeah,
like
you
a
guys can
Netflix
find me, Kelvin, on Instagram at KYX27 and Disco Monkey on Letterboxd and YouTube. Albert.
Tagum.
Yes, before I plug myself, I do want to plug our guest Cameron Patterson. You can again he makes TikToks, makes great TikToks, funny TikToks at Cameron P. CAMRONP6. So check him out there. Also, that's his letterbox. So yeah, check him out there. And you can find me for my plugs on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, letterbox, JA Wiradharma, JAWIRADHARMA. So follow me everywhere there. And you can follow Councilmen at Councilmen Show, Twitter, Instagram, letterbox. Follow us there. Check out our audio feed in our audio podcast, which we upload after our live stream. It's The Councilman, wherever you listen to the podcast, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Castbox, wherever. Or if you like the watch the live stream version of the video, you can always find us on the Councilman YouTube channel. So yeah, that is
Yeah.
all of it.
Yeah, that's all we got for today. I guess yeah. And with that, the councilman has spoken, and we'll see you in the next episode. Groovy.
Family.